response to this book. I don't know if you can see, but it's Richard Dawkins' The God Delusion. And the thing is, I'm not actually a fan of organised religion, but I sort of think, well, how does he know that there isn't a God? So I started to think, if there is a God, what would God say to Richard Dawkins? So I wrote this poem as a response, and it's called The Richard Dawkins Delusion by God. Now, it'll help this poem along if you can pretend that I actually am God. Pray, Richard, can you tell me, what purpose will there be if you become a deity on earth instead of me? I'm here in every particle, every cranny, every rock. I have endless manifestations. I think you should take stock. I've spent several millennia shaping sky and earth and sea. I've minded all creation, enabled it to be. It's me who made the scientific rational paradigm. And may I remind you, Richard, I also made your mind. Well, I slipped up with the famine and the suffering and the war. But then again, it's likely that's what humankind is for. As regards the bigger picture, you will never come to know how on earth you got here or where you're going to go. It really doesn't bother me that you do not believe you are the loser in the end, for I could help you grieve. Your expose was riveting. I devoured every line. So I'll cast off my divinity when your books sell as well as mine. I am the elemental force that forged your skin and bone. But Richard, when you call me, I'll ignore the celestial phone. We must agree to disagree, but just before we through, may I say that I don't like you or believe that you are true. Thank you. This next poem, I'm at an age where a lot of people around me are doing their bucket lists, and I'm really hopeless at it, can't get it together at all. So I wrote a poem to help people like myself, similarly challenged, and it's called How to Do Your Bucket List on the Cheap. No savings, no trust fund, no final salary pension. Don't be despondent, just deploy your powers of invention. First, find a clip of a flash mob choir, sing along to the Messiah. Take an online tutorial daily, learn a few chords on the ukulele. Spanish and German, a smattering of these, and some conversational Japanese. Don't get ideas above your station. Content yourself with simulation. So, tune in to Google Earth. Go to Delhi, then to Perth. Phuket, Tromsø, Marrakesh, Budapest, New Orleans and Marrakesh. For each place, try a national dish. Thali, noodles, pickled fish. Fiery goulash, lamb tagine. Consume by the glow of your laptop screen. Find a nice boutique hotel. Take a virtual tour, and hell, wear shades, sombrero or sun visor. Leave complaints on TripAdvisor. Wear bobble hat and salopettes to watch skiing on the internet. Send a tweet to the Dalai Lama, Yoko Ono and Obama. Similarly, Johnny Depp or anyone else you wish you'd met. Lighten up. Don't feel a fool with your plastic dolphin at the local pool. Go on, scamper naked in the dew. Get that ill-advised tattoo. Well, some strategies must be employed to plug this existential void. But if you find yourself depressed, egocentric, self-obsessed, and you suspect that it's a sham or a convoluted marketing scam, if you find it hard to coexist with all the thrills you think you'll miss, that you might not drive a racing car or party at the Mardi Gras, swim in the Sargasso Sea or get to know a chimpanzee, hike the Appalachian Trail or help to save the humpback whale, play the tuba in a band or visit mosques in Samarkand, except that it's beyond your reach to ride the surf at Bondi Beach, to climb that distant mountain peak, or teach a minor bird to speak. And stop this morbid quest, desist, and please destroy this bucket list. Thank you. My last poem is, it's kind of, concerns the television scientist, Professor Brian Cox. Yeah, you know him? Brian? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, some people find him a bit irritating, but you have to give it to him. He's quite a clever man. But he's also been voted the sexiest man alive by People magazine. And I was sort of thinking about this strange mix of sex and science, and I was wondering, what sort of fan mail does he get? And I wondered, does it go like this? Dear Professor Brian Cox, we love to watch you on the box. The wife and I have to confess, it's not just the science about which we obsess. That time, when you explained the quark, you ignited a certain spark. Soon we were having thoughts obscene, whilst you described the selfish gene. We feel it timely to profess we'd love to meet you in the flesh. Please forgive us if we say we'd like to share some DNA. We'll explore this urge like an electronic surge. Our entanglement will be quantum, and the wife assures her celestial orbs can be yours whenever you want them. So Brian, think on, if you can. Come along to our Big Bang. With sufficient frantic motion, we might find our own Higgs boson. And if our lust should make you weary, we could just discuss string theory. Now please, Brian, don't be vexed. It isn't just about the sex. We view your mind with great respect. We wandered at the solar storms and the sludge where life first formed. We listened rapt as with aplomb. You explained the atom bomb. You made clear to the entire nation the principle of gravitation, the source of the rift in the continental drift, why planets circle the sun, how oceans formed, how life began, and the laws of cell mutation. Brian, we will always dote on that breathless way you explain the proton. Even if it's not to be, we can watch your DVD. You're on the television so much, we don't really have to touch. We can contemplate Uranus, hypothesize about black holes, explore that darker energy, flit with you from pole to pole. We'd have loved to see you quite content between our hypothermal vents, but if you say no, it could be worse. There's always a parallel universe.